Today we're going to talk about transitions. By transitions, I mean transitioning from laying down to standing and from standing to laying down. Sometimes I call this exercise down and ups or up and downs depending on your starting position. So, to start, let's go ahead and start on the ground since that's where we've been working up until this point. And the first exercise that I want you to do is just from a laying down position, relax, stand up, then go back down to the ground again. And do this as many different ways as you can, as slow as you need to, breathing continuously. So I start to go up, and I just try to think about how many different ways can I go down to the ground and get back up again. And there's a couple things I want you to think about while you do this exercise. The first is, as we've been doing all along with all of the exercises, check yourself during the movement and at the beginning of the movement, at the end of the movement, to see if you're carrying excess tension. So if I'm going up, sort of periodically throughout my movement as I start to work my way up to standing, I can check, am I holding excess tension in this position? If so, breathe into the tension and relax. And from there I can move. I may check here, soften. And when I'm standing, same thing, I see in my standing position, am I relaxed? Knees bent, back is straight, not carrying a lot of tension. Then as I go down, same thing. I just see how the tension changes in different areas. Tension may go into my knee, into the hip, other hip. So I'm just checking myself throughout the movement to make sure I'm not using more tension or energy than I need to complete the task at hand. If you need to use some assistance, that's fine too. So let's say you have trouble getting up from the floor, going down. It's okay if you need to use some kind of assistance to do this exercise. That's fine. But do all the same work. So if I'm using it, I'm still checking myself. Okay, so the next exercise, you're going to continue to do the down and ups, but now I want you to add a specific breath pattern as you do it. And the first one will be full cycle down, full cycle up. So as I begin to inhale, I start moving down and the pressure will start to build. When it reaches kind of a peak, I exhale and go the rest of the way down. When I come back up, I start with the inhale. And finish with the exhale. Down. And up. If you're unable to complete a movement down or up on a complete breath cycle, you can do 2 complete breath cycles. So in this case, I will inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So I do 2 all the way down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Okay? If you were able to complete on a full cycle down and up, next I want you to just exhale, go all the way down, inhale, go all the way up. So, and so on. If you're able to do that, then I want you to do exhale down and up, inhale down and up. So on the exhale, I have to go all the way down. And all the way up. On the inhale, I have to go all the way down. And all the way up. If you have no problem with that, do 2 down and ups on the inhale, 2 on the exhale. Eventually you'll reach a kind of limit where you'll have to catch your breath. At that point, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Go back, push on it a little bit, then go back to the previous one, whatever it was. Exhale down, inhale up. Inhale down. You can reverse that too. Inhale down, exhale up. Slowly work towards a feeling or a place, a level that combines the breathing and the movement in which you could do it indefinitely. So it's just going down and getting up. You should be able to just go on doing it. 10 minutes, 20 minutes. That should be the kind of goal for this part of the practice. If you're having trouble coordinating the breath and the movement so that when you have completed the movement, the cycle is complete, either up or down and so on, or you're getting out of breath trying to, it's hard to describe. When the breath and the movement are not in sync, you will get out of breath in one way or another, and tension will start to build inside yourself. So when everything is in sync, you'll just move effortlessly. But if you find yourself in a position where you're having to catch your breath, there's something going on where the movement and the breath are not in sync with each other. So if you're having trouble finding this synchronization, which is very common, if not universal, this is a final exercise to give you a different perspective on the down and ups, and that will help you put the breathing as the primary aspect in your awareness. And by putting the breath first, you'll put yourself in the proper frame of mind to find this synchronization. So in this exercise, I just breathe as I would. It doesn't matter however I'm breathing. So I just, whatever it is. But I watch the breath And if I am inhaling, I move as if I'm going to stand up. And if I'm exhaling, I move as if I'm going to lay down. And whatever the breath does, I just watch that. And whenever I'm inhaling, whenever I'm exhaling, I inhale, I exhale. I inhale, I exhale. So the key here is to really find what your natural breath rhythm is, allow that to happen and follow that. Even if it means you're doing so even if it means you're just going a little bit up and a little bit down, follow the breath only. Once you become comfortable with that, then you can start to experiment a little bit by extending the breath just a little bit and to see if you can make the movement become, the amplitude of the movement as far as up and down, become bigger and bigger. But by starting and with the breath. And finally, don't forget to have some fun with this. So we can work on all the different aspects of it, but be sure to incorporate into your practice just some fun going down and up. So forget about the breath, forget about the movement, and just work on. Okay, depending on your ability level and comfort level, you can add obstacles, increase the speed, the intensity of the work, and check yourself occasionally too to see if you're building tension, fear, tightening up, whatever it may be. Enjoy.